Things really do go bump in the night. Monsters, demons, everything you've ever feared was under your bed. They're all real. Welcome to the Supernaturalist channel.
Don't miss your chance to scream.
I am 14 now, but this happened last year when I was 13. I'm an experienced player of Pokemon and wanted to get far with it, which I have. But in order to do that, every week we drove 25 miles to a league. It was all fine. Nothing strange happened until this. One night we were on our way back home from the league and about half an hour away from our home. I won't tell you the exact location, but I live next to a building site which is abandoned. I call it the wasteland. Anyway, on the way back, me and my mum were talking and listening to some music when her phone started ringing. It was in the back seat. I was in the passenger seat, so she asked if I could reach it. I couldn't, so she pulled over next to the small wooded area. I looked out the window and saw the reflection of the phone. I asked who it was. She said, "I don't know, I haven't gotten it yet." I was very confused and looked back out the window. My heart stopped for a second as I saw it. It was a blue triangle resting on the ground. Now this freaked me out, and I said to my mum, "Quick, go!" I don't know why, but she turned off the engine instead and asked why. I saw the lights of the blue triangle were still flashing, but now something else was moving too. My heart felt like it burst. I saw a small blue man walking towards us slowly. I could make out enough detail to describe it. Thin, bony, with massive black eyes and big wobbly ears like Dobby from Harry Potter. It smiled at me, and I yelled to go. My mom turned the engine back on and sped away very quickly. It was about 5 feet away from the window when she sped off. About 2 weeks later, I was still thinking about it and still doubting what I had seen. On this night, I will never forget what happened. I was lying in bed, and when I was just about to drift off to sleep, I heard a blood-curdling scream from outside. It sounded like a dying cat. I sat up with a jolt and got up to take a look out the window. I looked into the wasteland, where I thought the noise had come from. I froze as I saw what I did not want to see. It was standing there in the wasteland. It was the alien from the blue triangle, and it was smiling at me again. It started fumbling along the ground and round our fence. I then thought I was going to die, as our downstairs garden door was just a sheet of sliding glass. It tapped on the glass. I could hear it, and it stayed there until morning. I didn't sleep at all, and when the sun came up, I was still sitting on my bed, waiting for it to come through my door. Thank God it didn't. My father recently turned 50, and since my family loves the outdoors, some of our friends offered their barn to use as their party, which they're currently turning into their house. We took the offer and set up to make a nice party for my father. We were all chilling by the fire that you see in the picture, and then I saw a light in the sky. Now this would have been fine, but I saw it flashing blue, and my mind went into meltdown. This is when I took the picture. My mother spotted it as well, and asked if that was the blue triangle that I had told them about. I told her that it was, and we watched for about 10 seconds while it floated in the sky, until it started descending into a field nearby. My mother quickly shouted to everyone to get into the barn, but because my cousins were at the end of the field, my mother ran to fetch them, and she was continually shouting to get inside. One of the people who owned the barn asked why, and she said, "Just get in the bloody barn." He said okay, and we turned off the generator, because we did have lots of lights there. So we turned all of them out and stayed silent for about half an hour. After nothing happened, we all went back outside and turned on the generator. Nothing else happened that night, even on the walk home to my nanny's house. However, a family friend said she saw a blue goblin-like creature in the field next to the one that we were in. I asked her what it looked like, and she said Dobby. It looked like a blue Dobby. Please tell the creatures of the night that I don't think you will ever see it. I think I may be being observed by the aliens, but if you do see it, I now believe that they want to take people. And whatever you do, don't try to hurt it. If it gets hurt, we can all assume that it could have backup, and that could end up with massive consequences. I know it looks like a plane in the pictures, and I was very disappointed after taking the video, but believe me, there is a blue triangle following me.
Anything less than 100%. Can't blow it out. Hold on, I want to check this out.
Good evening, creatures of the night. Aliens are not really my forte. I don't know a lot about them, so I want to hear your opinions and let me know what you think is going on there at the wasteland with the little blue Dobby. Thank you to everyone who made the collaboration so successful last week. There are 5,000 views, and that's a lot in 1 week, especially for somebody that has 3,355 subscribers. Which brings me to welcoming the new 158 creatures of the night that have joined the ranks this week. Thank you to every single person that listens to this and supports this channel. I would also like to take the time to thank everybody for the wonderful birthday wishes. My birthday was yesterday, and there are a lot of people that I have made friends with here on the Supernaturalist channel and on Facebook because of the Supernaturalist channel that wished me a happy birthday. So, thank all of you guys. That was really cool. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you share these stories, we get more stories that I can share. We grow, everybody's happy, and we're all freaked out by these encounters. Next week, we're going to do another Dogman episode. This is the one where the man saw the Dogman in his neighbor's backyard. I already recorded this, and I read through it again, and it's truly creepy. I don't know what I would do if I was in his position. And if you're one of those unfortunate souls who have an encounter of their own, please email me, thesupernaturalistchannel@gmail.com or thesupernaturalist13@gmail.com. One other thing I've been meaning to mention, and I keep forgetting, is if you have an encounter and you don't want to type it all up, what you can do is actually record an audio file of your story. You can record yourself talking and you can send it to me. Then I will put it on paper for you. I've had a couple of people do this so far, and it's been really successful. So if that's a way that you want to share your story with me, just email me an audio file. That's all I got for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the pictures that he shared with us. I'll catch you next week, where we go back to the Dogman encounters. Nighty-night, creatures of the night. And remember,
Don't miss your chance.